the author of life. You shall not murder. Exodus 20, verse 13. A study of the Ten Commandments is a study of the character of God. Each commandment, while prohibiting aberrant behavior among human beings, is also, in its negative, a statement about what God is like. When God forbids murder, He is asking us to value life as He does. Of course, there's a distinction between killing and murder. In the 50s, Stanley Miller conducted a famous experiment in which he created a chemical soup meant to resemble the primordial conditions of the very ancient earth. He placed the soup in a closed system and exposed it to an electrical charge, which was meant to replicate the lightning that may have been present at the time. When he was finished, he checked his concoction for signs of life, hoping to explain how life could have emerged from non-living components. He found a handful of amino acids, which are an important part of any biological organism, but they are not life. Throughout recorded history, we have been curious enough to try and understand the nature of the world around us. Our curiosity has served us well. Breakthroughs in chemistry and physics have made basic survival much more likely. But ultimately, our biggest enemy, death, continues to defeat us. We have failed to grasp the essential nature of life. We instinctively recognize life when we see it. Understanding, for example, that flowers and squirrels are living things, but marbles and pebbles are not. We know life when we see it, but we struggle to understand what it is or where it comes from. We can see how the human body works when it is alive, but we are powerless to reactivate it once it is dead and past the point of resuscitation. We can build many things, but we find ourselves powerless to create life. Well, God gives human beings the ability to create other humans, so yes, we can create life. Make a new nation. God told Abraham. So, yeah, we can create life. Not unassisted, but we can do it. That is the providence of God alone. Life exists only because God exists. Peter explains that Jesus is the author of life. And Paul explains that Christ is not just the origin of life, but the reason it continues. And He is before all things, and in Him all things consist. God's ownership of life is good news. He prizes your life highly and chooses day by day to sustain it. Okay. That's the reason I woke up this morning. He considers you as His own and forbids everyone else to take what belongs to Him.